In today's Python lesson, we're going to explore a very useful data structure called NamedTuple. Before we get there, we'll quickly review the most common built-in containers in Python and see where NamedTuple fits among them. By the end of this video, you'll understand lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, why NamedTuple exists, when to use it, how to customize behavior. Let's get started. Section 1. Common Python containers. Python provides several built-in ways to store data. Let's start with a list. Let's print. Okay. Lists preserve order and allow duplicate values. Now, let's compare that with a set. Sets automatically remove duplicates. They are useful when uniqueness matters more than ordering. Next, let's look at tuples. A tuple looks similar to a list, but there's a major difference. Tuples are immutable. For example, this raises an error because tuple values cannot be modified after creating. Okay. Section 2. Dictionaries. Sometimes the data has meaning attached to each value. Imagine we are storing information about a city. And okay. Dictionaries make data easy to understand because each value has a descriptive key. However, dictionaries are mutable. This modification is allowed. Section 3. The problem. Let's imagine we are storing information about a point on a map. We could use a tuple. But what does each position mean? You have to remember, index 0 equal x, index 1 equal y, index 2 equal label. This because difficult in large projects. Dictionaries solve readability. But dictionaries are mutable. What if we want both readable names, immutability? This is exactly why NamedTuple exists. Section 4. Introducing NamedTuple. Python collections module provides NamedTuple. Okay. Let's define one. Now we have a completely new type. Section 5. Creating object. Let's create an instance. Notice how readable this is. Section 6. Accessing values. Instead of numeric indexes, we use attribute names. This is much easier to understand than. Section 7. Immutability. Name tuple objects are immutable. Let's try modifying one. Python raises an error. This protects the data from accidental changes. Section 8. Creating updated copies. Although we cannot modify an existing object, we can create a new one. Okay. The original object remains unchanged. Section 9. Converting to dictionary. NamedTuple can easily become a dictionary. This is useful when working with APIs or JSON data. Section 10. Extending NamedTuple with methods. We can create a more powerful version by inheriting from it. Let's build a 2D point. Now, create a subclass. Okay. Create 2 points. Now, the plus operator works naturally. Conclusion. Today we learn lists are ordered and mutable. Sets store unique values. Tuples are immutable. Dictionary provide name field. NamedTuple combines readability and with immutability. We can access values using attributes. We can create update copies with replace. We can even extend NamedTuple with custom methods. NamedTuple is an excellent choice when your data should remain unchanged while still being easy to read and maintain. Subscribe for more Python tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Python tutorial.